So people always ask me how it is that I'm finding so much success with my business, my t-shirt printing business and so on. And really what it is being unafraid. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to get in front of this camera, even though I have the habit of shooting the opposite way around. So if I do something like this, something I'm printing at the moment, I think it's backwards. Don't worry about that heat press or that heat stain. I'll take that out later on. I'll teach you how to do that too. Anyways, so I find success because I'm not afraid to do this right here, to interact with people, to let people know who it is that I am, what I'm about, because people want to feel like they know you, they want to get to know you. It goes beyond just, them buying your product. You know what I mean? They want to feel like they're a part of it, a part of you. So what I tell people all the time is you want to post so much, you want to promote your product so much that people feel like they eventually can call you their family. You know what I mean? Like you want them to be like, man, that's my fam right there. That's my cuz right there, or whatever it is, right? You want them to get to that point where they feel like they're your family. Those are the people who are going to continue to support you, share your product, share it with their friends, always come back and buy, but you have to be unafraid. So that's what works for me. Now, I can give you all the tools. I can give you all the wholesalers that I go through. I can give you all the settings to, all the equipment that I use and so on and so on. But none of that is any good, if you don't actually get out there and promote your product. What good will that do for you? And there are no secrets to it. Anybody can do it. You have to be a student of the game, and no, when it comes to the t-shirt business, it can never be oversaturated. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you why. Imagine how many people there are walking on this earth. And I tell people this all the time. Imagine how many people are walking on this earth right now. They're not going to wear the same shirt every single day, right? So which means that there's always room to make something new for them to wear, And so keep pushing those ideas. This isn't a get rich, quick scheme. I mean, it might happen overnight. I've seen it happen for some folks overnight, but that doesn't happen for everybody. Chances of that are very slim. But I would say just continue to create something new every single day. It's free to create designs, and not all of them are going to stick, but keep creating stuff, keep putting stuff out, let people see that you're continuously working, and one of the biggest things that I never do is I don't buy things that I don't need. A lot of times people will actually sell some product and immediately just start spending their cash, and not re-upping on supplies. I always do. I mean, of course I want to get out there and buy myself some brand new kicks, brand new fits and a bunch of stuff that I don't need, instead of building my business. So don't spend on unnecessary things. Make sure that you are reinvesting, what you make back into your business. And, for me, when I started, not one single person wanted to help me, I mean, there were a couple that came through afterwards, and I've mentioned them, plenty of times. I call him my brother. He's like my little brother. His name is Josh Buss, one of the dopest t-shirt people, hands down. And then there was my friend Lynn Riley. Now I consider the freaking queen of vinyl. That girl can put it down on some vinyl, seriously. And they came through for me. But for a long time, I kept asking and hoping, that these friends I've done things for would come through and help me, give me some type of starting point. And they didn't do that. And these two particular friends of mine did. And then I came across this Facebook group, and I think the message is pretty positive. I think a few of those folks will probably see this. Maybe the creator of that page will see this, and I'm not knocking that hustle. But although it didn't work for me because the page was more geared towards being able to start your t-shirt business for free. I think that's partly true, but I think it's also misleading because although you can start it for free, it takes quite a bit of money to really make it, to really get it to take off the ground. Did I say that right? To really get it to take off the ground, to really get it off the ground. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, because see, within that program, he does give you sites that you can, use, such as POD sites like I think it was Printiful. They have Printiful, Printify. They have all these different sites, right? But see, this one of the sites he was listing, I think it was Equid. I think it is. It's actually Equid. I I couldn't see myself. See, in order to list your products on Equid, you can do the free stuff, but you're so limited to the options that you have to list your product. And I don't want to list one or two, and so you do have to pay a monthly fee to get all the extra, bells and whistles. So it's not really free. So that's what didn't work for me. And then you have sites like Printiful or Printify, these POD sites, that in order to make a shirt, I would have to, or in order for me to make any money off of a shirt, I would have to charge my customer an arm and a leg. So these sites are getting 20 some bucks, and I'm probably only making $1 or $2 per shirt. It just didn't work for me. It didn't sound right. So I thought, you know what? I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty tech savvy. I'm going to buy all of my own equipment, and I'm going to cut the middleman out so that I can get more of that money. I want more of that money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're in it for in the long run, right? So I want to be able to pay my bills. I want to be able to live off of this. And if I'm really creating this and this being my business, then it has to function like one. And I want to have more control over my business. I want to have more interaction with my customer. Not that you can't with a POD. I'm not knocking that. So if it sounds like that, I'm sorry. I'm not knocking that. It just doesn't work for me. But if you truly have $0 and you don't mind just having a few listings up there, and it moving a little bit slower, then by all means, do the Printify, do the Printiful, do the Equids and things like that. I love having control, and I find it really fun to, here's my DTG. I had two of them, but I only have that one now. I got the DTG, I got my screen print transfer machine now, hat press, heat presses, two of them. I got everything that I need. I find more joy in being able to be hands-on with my own stuff and being able to create stuff for my own brand. But anyway, I'm just babbling now. But there's really no secret to what it is that I'm doing, and it doesn't cost a single dime for me to explain that to you. And again, I'm not knocking anybody who goes to these sites where they tell you can start this t-shirt business. But if you just go to YouTube University, you can find everything that's being taught on these sites and everything I'm telling you for absolutely free. And I can't promise you that if you follow exactly what I'm doing, you'll have the same success. And there's so much more room that I need to grow, so many more things I need to learn. But what I'm doing right now is working for me, and that's why I have no problem sharing that information with anybody. So feel free to always reach out to me. I will give you the best advice possible. I will tell you every which way that I go. Wholesalers, like I said, where I get everything. But anyhow, I'll leave a link somewhere around here. Feel free to subscribe. I don't get on YouTube much. I'm trying to build this, but feel free to subscribe somewhere around here. I'll put that link down so that you can follow my journey in this here t-shirt business. Your boy, the t-shirt buddy. I'm out.